Welcome to Wild Wisdom. Today we explore life according to a cheetah. Across the vast African savanna, a spotted figure moves through the tall grass. Quiet, patient, alert. At first glance, the cheetah appears to be defined by one thing: speed. It is the fastest land animal on Earth, capable of reaching astonishing velocities in just a few seconds. But if speed were its only gift, the cheetah would not survive for long. The true wisdom of the cheetah lies not in how fast it runs, but in knowing when to run. Unlike many predators, the cheetah does not rely on strength. It does not overpower its prey through brute force. Instead, it observes, waits, chooses carefully, and then commits completely. In a world that encourages us to constantly move, compete, and chase every opportunity, the cheetah offers a different lesson. Wisdom is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters most. What can this remarkable animal teach us about living a meaningful life? Let us discover the wisdom of the cheetah. Choose your target carefully. A cheetah does not chase every animal it sees. Before the hunt begins, it studies the herd. It identifies the best opportunity. Then it decides whether the pursuit is worth the effort. Humans often make the opposite mistake. We chase every opportunity, every trend, every distraction, and every possibility that crosses our path. Soon, our energy becomes scattered. Our focus disappears. The cheetah reminds us that success begins with choosing wisely. Not every opportunity deserves your attention. The quality of your life is shaped by what you choose to pursue and what you choose to ignore. Patience comes before action. People often associate the cheetah with movement. Yet much of its life is spent waiting, watching, observing, preparing. The hunt may last only seconds, but preparation often takes much longer. Modern society rewards busyness. We often feel guilty when we are not constantly doing something. Yet nature teaches a different lesson. The cheetah reminds us that patience is not laziness. It is preparation. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is wait for the right moment. Focus on one thing. When the cheetah begins its chase, it locks onto a single target. It does not constantly change direction. It does not switch its attention from one opportunity to another. Its focus becomes absolute. Humans live in an age of distraction. Messages, notifications, headlines, and endless entertainment compete for our attention every day. As a result, many people struggle to complete what they start. The cheetah teaches us that extraordinary results require concentrated effort. Where attention goes, progress follows. Commit completely. Once the chase begins, the cheetah gives everything it has. There is no hesitation, no second guessing, no holding back. For a brief moment, every muscle, every instinct, and every ounce of energy works toward a single objective. Many people spend years preparing for opportunities but never fully commit when those opportunities arrive. Fear of failure keeps them on the sidelines. The cheetah reminds us that there is a time for caution and a time for courage. When your moment comes, trust yourself enough to give it everything you have. Speed has its limits. Despite its incredible abilities, a cheetah cannot run at top speed for very long. After the chase, it must stop. It must recover. It must rest. Humans often ignore this reality. We try to operate at maximum capacity every day. We believe that success requires constant effort and endless productivity. But even nature's fastest runner understands something important. Performance requires recovery. The cheetah teaches us that rest is not the enemy of achievement. It is part of achievement. Failure is part of the hunt. Not every chase ends successfully. In fact, many do not. The prey escapes. The conditions change. The opportunity disappears. Yet the cheetah does not surrender because of one failed attempt. It does not question its worth. It simply prepares for the next opportunity. Humans often allow failure to define them. A single disappointment can become a permanent story. The cheetah reminds us that failure is an event, not an identity. The next opportunity may be waiting just beyond the horizon. Learn before you run. A cheetah cub is not born knowing how to hunt. For many months, it depends entirely on its mother. She protects her cubs from predators. She moves them frequently to keep them safe. Most importantly, she teaches. Young cheetahs learn through observation. They watch their mother stalk prey. They watch her choose the right moment. They watch her fail and try again. Gradually, the cub develops the skills needed to survive on its own. Human beings learn in much the same way. Before we can lead, we must first learn. Before we can teach, we must first be taught. The cheetah reminds us that mastery rarely arrives overnight. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful journey begins with guidance. And every generation has something valuable to pass on to the next. Travel light. Everything about the cheetah's body is designed for speed. It carries nothing unnecessary. Its strength comes from absolute efficiency. There is a quiet lesson in that. When we travel through life, we often carry what cannot be seen. Old regrets, lingering resentments, fear of the future, mistakes from the past. These invisible burdens weigh more than any physical luggage ever could. Perhaps there is wisdom in traveling light, not only to move more freely through life, but also to move more gently through the world itself. Choosing less, consuming less, and carrying only what is truly needed is not just a personal discipline, it is also a way of respecting the environment we move through. The cheetah reminds us that speed and clarity come from subtraction, not addition. Progress often begins the moment we decide to put something down. The lighter your load, within and without, the farther you can go. The wisdom of the chase. Most people admire the cheetah because it is fast. But speed is only the surface of its story. Its deeper wisdom lies in patience, focus, timing, and commitment. The cheetah does not waste energy chasing everything. It chooses carefully. It waits patiently. It acts decisively. It rests when necessary. And it begins again when it fails. In many ways, life resembles the cheetah's hunt. We are surrounded by opportunities, distractions, and competing demands for our attention. The challenge is not simply to move faster. The challenge is to move wisely, to focus on what matters, to commit when the moment arrives, and to trust that failure is not the end of the journey. Like the cheetah, each of us has limited time, energy, and attention. The question is not how fast we can run. The question is where we choose to run. And perhaps the greatest lesson of all is this: Life is not won by chasing everything. It is won by chasing the right thing. Thank you for watching. See you next time.